Hi, my name is Amy Bond, and I started RCIA in 2011, and I became an official member of the Holy Redeemer at Easter Vigil in 2012. I'm involved in religious education, RCIA, and Walking with Purpose Women's Bible Study. When I was asked to share my faith journey, I actually had a really hard time narrowing down the most significant ways that God has touched my life. He's continuously made His presence known, and He's been by my side through many hardships. When I was 7, my biological mom passed away, and my dad moved and left my brother Chris and I behind. Growing up, there was minimal contact with him, and we were lucky enough to be adopted by our Aunt Kathy, which was my mom's sister. It took us a little bit, but we soon adjusted to our new life with a second mom and with 3 additional siblings. God was looking out for me even then. Growing up, we went to various churches, but we never had any specific affiliation with any church or any religion at all. But despite that, we always talked about God and how no matter what we did, we could always make it through anything as long as we had God on our side. My mom spent many years just trying to survive. She lost her husband to drugs and alcohol, which in turn caused us to lose our house to foreclosure. She had several major health scares over the years, but she never let it get her down. One time I asked her why life always had to be so hard and why we always had to struggle. And she said, "I don't know, honey, but God never gives us more than we can handle." Several years ago, I heard a twist on that, saying, God doesn't give us what we can handle, He helps us handle what we are given. I held on to this for most of my life. And as hard as things were, I always knew I could handle anything as long as God was by my side. It was as if I was learning to accept God's will right then, regardless of the cross it required me to carry. When I was 15, our house caught on fire. And since we were barely making it as it was, we couldn't afford insurance. Our house was a total loss. Through the years, I had different people share their love of God with me. Friends and co-workers and people at school. For years, I was searching for God, but I wasn't really sure how to find Him or if I was even worthy of His love. By 2015, my mom's health had taken a serious decline, and her quality of life waned by the minute. Eventually, she was beyond healing on this earth, and she passed away peacefully, all of us by her side. There's no way I could have survived those last years, watching her suffer or losing her without God in my life. I think God called out louder to me when He did because He knew my newfound faith would be tested. And while losing her was awful, my faith again allowed me to persevere, to make some difficult decisions for her, and to get closer to God and to my family. In the end, my mom had the best relationship with God that she had ever had. I think God sends us messages just when we need it. Oftentimes, we just have to remember He's here. He's been by my side through everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We have to put God first in everything. It's taken me years to really open up my eyes and my heart and my ears to listen to what He has to say. He will speak to you too. Quiet your mind and remember the promise of salvation after this life. I encourage you to speak to Him. Seek Him in whatever way speak to you. Come visit us in RCIA. You're welcome anytime. Listen to Catholic radio. Read Scripture. If you have a smartphone, you have Scripture available to you at a moment's notice. We are all on a continuous faith journey that we're all blessed that will never end.
She's waiting